Hey guys, so today we are finally going to be taking a look at Rainbow Cooler Max Links. This took me the longest time I think ever to full Link level 10 a character. Legendary Power was stuck at Link level 9 for a good, I want to say 35 plus hours of grinding. That was really, really bad. But now that we got him done, we can finally showcase him. Currently, the way that I have my cooler built is 24 crit and 9 additional, but I don't yet have the silver orb that I want. Currently, my goal is I'm in the skill orb event every day. I'm running the movie bosses path, and I'm trying to get myself a level 5 crit. And basically what I want to do is I want to finish this guy off with 29 crit and 9 additional. I think that would be a really good setup for this guy. I did end up busting out my level 3 additional and level 4 crit gold skill orb for this guy because I think he can make good use of that. And then I went I went attack for bronze. I think you can go either attack or defense for the bronze slot. The reason why I went with attack is because this guy does stack his attack on 18 key super attack effect, which is going to directly contribute to the active skill damage. So I think attack, in my opinion, might be a little bit more valuable for this guy, but there's an argument to be made for attack or defense. So this is what I am going with for my cooler. And then in terms of the team we're going to be using, it's the same team I used with the 55% video, but we're going to be going into the Frieza fight of the Wicked Bloodline Red Zone here. I'm going to be bringing the support memory for the Extreme Planet Namek Saga character, so the whole Ginyu Force is going to get access to that. And then I'm going to be bringing a Whis just because we don't really need a healing item when Ginyu can potentially exchange and heal us up anyway. The best friend I could find after like 15 minutes of resetting is a 2-dupe cooler, but he also is full Link level 10, so he's pretty good. 29 crit, 6 additional, that's pretty good. So yeah, let's just try with this setup right here. Again, I'm going to have try and get my cooler next to LR Janemba, and then because this is a pretty long event here, we should have a good amount of time to stack up our attack here. So let's go ahead and jump in, and we'll see how the rotations are looking here. Oh, that's actually pretty perfect. Wow, a well-established first rotation. That's extremely rare for me. So let's go ahead and jump in, and we'll start beating the hell out of Frieza here. Alrighty, so the one thing I also do want to mention, by the way, is if you guys remember, the reward for beating this Wicked Bloodline Red Zone event, once we have the other stages added, is a support memory that's going to directly buff Cooler, right? I believe it's a permanent 10% buff to Wicked Bloodline characters for attack and defense. And then Cooler characters are getting an additional 1 key for 7 turns. So Cooler is going to get better once we have access to that skill orb there. Or not skill orb, support memory. So I will leave Cooler in the front because there's no attacks there. Let's go ahead and start stacking up his attack with the 18 key super there. And we will begin to get Janemba's attacks going as well. I think what I'll probably do here is I'll probably just avoid giving Janemba a super. I don't really care if Janemba supers or not, just because I want to get Cooler as many attacks in as I can earlier on here. So the friend Cooler, by the way, is going to be a floater for this fight, which I actually think LR Cooler could make for a pretty good floater because of the fact that he obviously wants to be supering before he takes damage, and his link set for a villain like him is pretty good. So in the future, once eventually Cooler is going to start to age and he'll be kicked off main rotation, but if you still want to run him on your teams, I think he could actually make for a pretty decent floater option here. So, all right, how much does this do? We only get 1 12-key super. Oh, okay. Nothing at all. All right, that sounds pretty good. All right, so get some attacks in with the friend Cooler here so that we can start building up his passive as well. Again, the friend is 2 dupes, so he's, the difference between 2 dupes and Rainbow is not that big, so he should look pretty similar to mine, except he's not going to be on main rotation, so. Is he going to kill? Yeah, I think he is. It was just the 4th attack. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get an 18 key super with this one, so he didn't stack his attack, but it's fine. And there's the 5th attack. Yeah, this guy did a lot of 12 key supers. That was like number 3 or something. So yeah, did a lot of damage here, and Frieza's taken out in 1 turn. Actually, not the greatest. I kind of didn't want to kill him in 1 turn here, but it is what it is. Because remember, Captain Ginyu also needs to be stacking. Okay, but the thing with this is we do have the support memory buff for the whole rotation here, so we are good to go. Let's go ahead and do this. I'm actually going to try and push same type orbs here because I think this team is so powerful offensively that I think we don't have to worry that much about, you know, clearing it too fast. All right, cool, cool. The only thing to mention here is that as opposed to Captain Ginyu's like own team under his leader skill, this entire like Ginyu Force package is only getting a 170 lead because they're not obviously transformation boost, right? So they're not getting the extra 30% buff from Cooler's leader skill, but I think it's still good enough to run this package because of how strong the Ginyu Force is. Like these 3 Ginyu Force characters are ridiculous. You could also make an argument. There's an argument to be made where you can replace, like I have Tech Janemba on this team, the Fat Janemba, as a support character floating around. But you could realistically replace him with the physical Ginyu Force character. Because remember, that physical Ginyu Force is still supporting all characters. It's not just Ginyu Force. So they can make it for a decent floater as well on this team if you want to use them. But I think I like Janemba a little bit better just because I think the big bad bosses... well, actually, it doesn't really matter, huh? Because Cooler's already getting big bad bosses with Janemba. The physical Janemba. Let's go put Cooler here. We can go ahead. He's already at 273. Okay, this is without support from Janemba yet. Let's go ahead and pick this up. And then... Can we get the Janemba support? If I do this... Let me think about this for a second. No, that wouldn't do it. Let's try this. Okay, that actually worked out pretty well. We dropped the red orb there. Let's grab the support here. And Cooler on this turn actually can do 6 attacks. So this Frieza is just instantly dead. 8.6 million, okay. Yeah, he's dead. Goodbye, Frieza. Because we did, I believe we did 5 attacks in the first turn. And as long as we did 5 attacks in the first turn, we can actually activate the additional guaranteed. Plus, we still have the entrance animation buff active here. So 6 attacks is possible. It's pretty dumb. Like, nothing will survive this. So Frieza's dead here. All right, let's move on to the next phase, which is third form Frieza, int. Let's go ahead and do this. I don't believe we need to use an item here. So the Frank Cooler's at 193, which I think is going to be fine because he still has to build up a decent bit. Let's go ahead and heal up with this. Ginyu, we can heal up with this. And then with Cooler, we can grab that to heal up a little bit more. Grab your 18 key super as well. All right, let's see where he's going to super. If he supers Raccoon and Goldo, we are taking like actually 0 damage. Once we move into the next phase, which is Final Form Frieza, things could potentially get a little bit worrisome just because that Frieza hits very hard. And obviously Cooler is STR, but I think my Cooler at least is built up enough to the point where he should be able to survive a super even with only like 1 12-key super, which is obviously guaranteed, so we should be fine. And also remember, we do have a G-Sim Birder on rotation next turn who is supporting the Cooler for, okay, this is fine, who's supporting Cooler for 30% Space Traveling Warrior buff, right? That's fine, 94k. And then you're gonna stack up, that's good. And I'm obviously going to be saving my active skill for the final phase. In fact, we might be lining ourselves up for a double Final Form Cooler active skill turn. I wonder how that works. I don't think I've ever done that before. How does that work with the nullification? Is that like... Does that nullify 2 actions or does it like overlap itself? I actually don't know. All right, so Cooler on this rotation has 4 links active with 30% support from G-Sim Birder. 377. There's just 5 bajillion attacks in slot 1, so I think what I'll do is I'll keep Janemba there, and we will just have Cooler go ahead and grab... Do I just grab... No, it's fine. Let's just grab with Cooler. I was going to say, do we use those to heal up with G-Sim Birder? But no, it's fine. Let's do this. Try and get another 18 key stack in with Cooler here. Janemba at this point has only gotten 1 stack in just because Cooler's done too much damage to even let him stack up. Is he not going to super? Okay, so if he didn't super right away, which means we could have put Cooler there and had Janemba. Actually, no, it wouldn't matter, because I think Cooler's just going to kill him no matter what. I don't think... These bosses aren't strong enough to live Cooler's attacks. Yeah, 10.8 million there. He actually still has a lot of damage on the table from links we aren't getting. So that's a pretty impressive number there. Alright, so at the very least, we did get the 18 key super, which is going to give us the extra attack boost. 7.5 million additional 12 key. I think, is this the guaranteed? Actually, I don't know. I think it was. Okay, so he's supering us. How much is this going to do? We have only one 12 key super under our belt here. Well, okay, nothing is the answer. One issue is that I don't think Geese and Birder have actually supered even once. I think this is their first super. And they didn't do any additionals. Okay. I'm going to put Captain Ginyu in the front because I want him to get the extra stack. So we'll go ahead and do... Let's grab this, and we can give Janemba the purple orbs to the support. I actually want to start pushing the Dokkan meter a little bit higher. Actually, I don't even think I need... I'm going to do this just for the... Do I? Next phase is AGL. I'm actually going to do this. Next phase is AGL, which means Cooler, unless he's critting, is not going to do as much damage, so it might be a little slower. Next turn is the double Cooler turn, which means we actually could technically double Supernova, I think, unless the friend hasn't done enough attacks. Let me see. No, we can double Supernova. Janemba can also use his thing as well. Alright, so here's the question that I have. I actually don't know the answer to this. If we double Supernova with Cooler, does that... Because there's two attacks in the front. Does that nullify the two attacks in the front? Or does it overlap and just nullify the first attack? I actually don't know. But if the answer is it nullifies both, then the correct play is, I think, double Super here and then just leave Cooler in slot 1. But if we leave Cooler in slot 1 and we don't nullify and we get supered, we're probably dead. So I think I'm going to use a Whis here. And I think what I'll do is I'll probably leave Cooler here. Just because I don't want to do this and then have the Cooler at the end have 0 links active, just because we lose out on so many stats like that. So I'm going to do this and use a Whis. That's what we'll do. And then I think we'll give Janemba a super here. And then we'll give Cooler an 18 key at the end. And we'll see how this goes here. Okay, I'm glad I used that Whis. This is going to hurt, I think, because Cooler's, what, like 350k or something like that defense? Yeah, we definitely had to use that. Just unfortunate how the rotation played out on this exact turn. We have the double Cooler rotation. Otherwise, I would have easily put Janemba in the front there. All right, so we got the extra stack in, like, with the 18 key. All right. The bright side to this is now we can transform with Captain Ginyu into Goku Ginyu, which is good. Because remember, the last phase of this event is Tech, which means Captain Ginyu is going to get hit pretty hard from a super if he eats one. But I think if he transforms into Goku Ginyu, at least he can stack up his dodge chance. And he's going to have enough defense, I think, to even not completely get decimated by a super, even if he eats one. But we'll see. We will see. Okay, and this guy's going to get his additional stack as well. The thing about how long this event is as well is we're getting so many stacks in from 18 key super attack effects with the Coolers that, like, I feel like we could probably just, like, decimate the final phase with the Supernova. Especially if, like, my Cooler crits with a Supernova, it's gonna do so. It's actually gonna do so much damage that I think we could one turn the final phase with my Cooler, depending on how the rotations look when that happens. All right, so we have this. Definitely gonna pop the transformation here by Ginyu. Ginyu has 700k. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to pop this here. So let's go ahead and do that, and then we will decimate Frieza. Okay. He is supering. Is that first attack in the front? Okay. And then he's supering at the end as well. G-Sim Burger, I think, have still only gotten one attack in, which is not great. I want to do this. I think I'll leave things like this. I definitely still want to get same type orbs here. Let's go ahead and grab that. And then let's go ahead and grab this. I'm hoping we finish him here, and then I'm so confident that next turn we should be able to just actually like, I think Cooler can solo Broly. I'm actually really praying that Ginyu just like gives me a triple super turn here so that we can incinerate this guy here and move on to the final phase. Please. Please do it. I need a triple super here. I don't even know if he's going to do it with a triple super because he's a little bit lower than I would have hoped in terms of attack here. Yeah, he needs to... I need to get a triple super attack, triple crit from G-Sim Burger, I think. All right, one more super Ginyu. One more. Ah, normal. I think we actually could have. All right, G-Sim Burger have to give me multiple supers here, and they have to be crits. If they triple super, triple crit, we could potentially kill. Let's see. No. Okay, let's see if this is a crit. Okay. Damn it. If they had supered again and it was a crit, I think we actually would have killed. All right, please dodge this. Thank you. All right, this is rather annoying. I think I just do this. This is where we pop this. All right, because what this is going to let us do is this is going to let us kill Frieza here, and then we should be put back into our same rotation, which is perfect because we're going to have the Dokkan attack and we're going to have Cooler to Supernova on the final phase. I think we win. I think it's over. I don't know if he can even do anything here. Okay, he's dead. He's going to die to the second attack. And then we should be right back where we were, I believe. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and pop the Supernova here. Again, 4 links active, 364,000 defense. Let's go ahead and pop this, and then we'll see what happens. Ah, damn, he didn't crit. Are you kidding me? That would have been so much damage. Alright, well... I think if we do this, and then drop the red orb, and then grab the reds with Cooler, Janemba should be able to give us support with the blues. So... yeah, let's do this. Well, the green's dropped anyway, so we get to grab that. Janemba in the front is going to grab the Dokkan attack, but I don't really care. I'm not even going to tap here. I'm just going to let this go normally. And then I want to see what Cooler does on this turn. If we get lucky with like crits and additionals, we could potentially just win. Let's see. Okay, 13 million. But my Cooler has 24 crit right now? Okay. Alright, 8.3. Give me one more 12 key super. Come on, one more 12 key super after this. Okay. We could still get one more. That normal hit for a lot. Come on, one more. Ah, alright, well, that's fine. Alright, how much do we eat from this super? I'm curious. With two 12 key supers. Alright, we lived. That's pretty good. Is Janemba gonna die though? That's the question, I guess. Ah, damn it. So just for context, so you guys know what just happened, that full power Frieza phase, I believe his super hits for around like 1.4 million damage. But final form Frieza, when he supers, the AGL final form Frieza phase prior to him going full power, every time he supers as final form Frieza, he's actually stacking his attack. So by doing that, the full power Frieza phase actually hits harder whenever he stacks up. So if you guys recall, final form Frieza stacked 3 times because he supered us 3 times. He supered Cooler once in the front, remember the first turn. Then he supered twice the next turn, once against Raccoon Goldo, and then once against Jason Burger. I don't remember if he supered against Janemba's Rage. Did he? He might have. But at the very least, he had 3 supers under his belt before going into the full power Frieza phase. So a 1.4 million damage super from full power Frieza that was boosted by 3 supers, potentially more. I don't remember if he supered against Janemba, but I'll just say 3 supers. Boosted by 3 supers, and Cooler still lived at type neutral with no items. That's pretty impressive. That is a very, very impressive. And Cooler only got 2 supers. So it wasn't like he supered 4 times, right, where we got the god luck. He only 12 key supered twice. So that's, what that means is start of turn defense times 1.5, and then he gets another instance of that on top of that. So that's a pretty impressive showing by Cooler there. I think what I'll do next is I'll probably take Cooler into a shorter event like Super Battle Road, and we'll see how he performs there. All right, so I think what we'll do is we'll try to fight Red Zone Broly with this team. This stage is going to become a lot easier with this team once we have access to LR Golden Frieza on Global, but at this point we do not. So instead of him, I am going to be bringing AGL Turles, who definitely can get hurt quite a bit in the final phase, but we'll try our best to avoid these things. I do really want to see how Cooler defends against the later stages of this event. Now, obviously, he's not going to do too well against the AoE phase if the AoE phase hits him before he super attacks. But if we can get a few supers in before the AoE hits, I feel like we should be fine. So I'm going to be bringing a Whis. We have the Bulma support memory here. I'm thinking if I should maybe even just not bring a Whis and bring like a Princess Snake instead, but we'll just go with this and we'll see how this works. If we have to jump back in and change things up, I will. We still have 3 attempts left for the day, so let's go ahead and enter here. The friend is 90% with max links, so he should also be pretty good. 675,000 HP. I'm going to turn this off since we've already seen this already. So we have both Coolers turn 1 and Turles. Alright, I think what I will do here, that's a lot of attacks in the front. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate my Cooler. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go ahead and do this. I'll give you those. We'll give you those, okay. Alright, I'm glad I put Turles there, even though this is still going to hurt. It wasn't horrible. Remember, this guy can be stunned in the first phase, so if Turles stuns, then we have nothing to worry about here. And then also, I don't really care about taking a lot of damage early on because we do have the support member that's going to kick in later and heal us anyway. So, we really need to get Cooler stacked up here. I think stacking up his attack and then getting a crit on the active skill later on is going to actually determine whether or not we could potentially win or lose. I mean, it's definitely going to be a factor. I don't know if it's going to be the deciding factor, but it'll really, really help if we can just knock off a big chunk of his HP from a crit active skill later on. All right, so I'm rotating off my Cooler because I want him to be next to Janemba, and then eventually the goal is to get the AGL Golden Frieza onto this rotation. So I'm gonna have to rotate him on over here. I want him in slot 1. So, all right, this my Cooler is supering an awful lot here. Okay. Okay, another attack. That's good. Okay, it's a lot of attacks. All right, so this is kind of a throwaway turn. I guess I'll have this Janemba stack up. Let's go ahead and just grab the support here while we can. Janemba, I don't really care about you supering, and then Frieza, we'll just grab those with a little bit of extra healing and Dokkan gauge. And then we should be fine. I don't even think we're going to kill him here, which is fine. I don't know, whatever. The more stacks we get in, the better. So if we can just slowly tread through this, then I'm okay with that. All right, supering, which is whatever. If we can get physical Janemba 2 attacks here, if he wants to additional, that'd be pretty cool. He does not, okay. Yeah, I don't think Frieza's going to finish off Broly, which is fine. All right, let's have you grab an extra stack. And then it doesn't matter, let's just do this. Heal up a little bit. Okay, that's fine. Get the extra stack in with this 18 key. All right, so now we have established rotations, which is very good. All right, we got Tech Broly here. How many attacks in the front? Oh, decent amount. Okay, so we have to put the physical Janemba in slot 1, which is it's fine, whatever. If we got lucky and he wasn't supering that many times in the front, we could have actually put the Cooler there, which means Janemba could have gotten some extra stacks in slot 2, but I don't want Cooler getting super right away in slot 1 right there, so especially because he hasn't been built up that much yet. 273 is not bad though. Okay, so let's, I don't want to do this. I guess we give Janemba this. Do I? No, I think I want to drop the purples. Do I? Let's do this and see what happens. Definitely want to give support, so I think we'll do this actually. We can guarantee to give the Janemba support through the STR orbs. Let's do this. Again, here's the defense. Alright, we should be fine here. Alright, there's the super, so that's the reasoning behind putting Janemba there. Alright, Janemba, what do you take from this? You have 1 stack and 136, not bad. Okay. I want to see if I can try and find a way to get Janemba 2 more stacks before entering the final phase, because remember, Janemba can nullify the AGL Broly super, but if he doesn't, he's taking a decent amount of damage. Alright, let's get this Cooler built up as much as we can here. Even though we know he's not supering, I still want to get him fully built up and get him prepared for the AoE phase next. Alright, one more? No. I think he should be fully built up though. I think, that was either 9 or, I think that might have been 9 attacks, which means he's basically fully built up because next turn he'll have enough attacks to finish himself off with the passive. Okay. This is good. Let's just leave things like this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. And I'm going to do this. And we should be fine here. AGL Golden Frieza. Basically a timeless character that will literally never fall off. I assume he's going to super. No, he doesn't. Okay. So Cooler, obviously he's going to kill Broly here, right? Unless we get really unlucky. We have to get so unlucky for Cooler not to kill Broly right here. He's dead. As long as we get 1 super in, he was going to die. Okay. So this turn, I think we have Turles on rotation. Well, this upcoming turn right here. Alright, so I think both Coolers should be fine. How many attacks in the front here from Broly? Was that 3? Ugh, that's pretty annoying. Okay. 385k? That's pretty good. Defense? We do have a lot of links here. Alright, so here's the thing. If Broly supers right away, I'm pretty sure we would die. I don't think anyone here is... Like, Janemba would be okay, because remember, he can also nullify. Cooler would take a lot of damage, and Turles would take a decent amount of damage. So... I think what I'll do here is I'll take this opportunity to stack up Cooler more, or stack up Janemba more, and I'll pop this. The other annoying thing about this is if we fall below a certain amount of HP, I believe it's, what, 30%, then the Golden Friezas are not going to have their passive anymore. What is it? 40%. And then the Tech one is 49%. So yeah, we really don't want to fall below 50% HP. I think with a Whis active, we should be okay. So I'm gonna... Is one Whis enough here? I don't know. I might just... I'm just gonna... whatever, let's just double Whis, and then we'll have a nail biter on the last phase. That's what we'll do. Alright, let's... Yeah, I guess we'll just do this. I want to get as much healing as I can here. And build the Dokkan gauge. If he doesn't super right away... Okay, we actually didn't need to use that item here, I don't think. 10.9 million. I think we could have... Because those normals would have done double digits to Cooler even without an item. And if he's doing this... Yeah, we didn't need to use those. Damn it. Alright, well, I couldn't have known that anyway, so I think it was still the correct play. Okay, well, he's just deciding that he wants to end the fight, so... He can give us 3 more of those, by the way. Well, 2 more, actually, not 3. Okay. Was that 8 million attack stats plus his, like, 11 million initial attack? So it was like a 33 million attack stat. Okay. Was like a 41 million attacks that he just did on this turn? Okay. Yeah, I don't think we needed an item here, boys. His defense on this turn, by the way, was like... It was probably close to or over 1 million. Okay, dude, what the hell? We could have no items this phase here. We didn't need to use an item. Like this I'm pretty sure this would do double digits to Cooler with no item active here. Damn it. Why did I use an item? All right, we one turn the AoE phase. Okay. Literally all Cooler with his 40 million attack stat or whatever the hell he just did. Okay. Well, do we do this? I really want to test this out, dude. I'm so tempted to do this. What happens if we... I really want to figure out how to get Janemba's passive here. 359. If I click this... Is that gonna open up the purples? No, I don't think we can get it from here. I'm gonna reset this. Alright, so I think if I do this, this will drop the green, and then if we grab the green and the rainbow with Cooler, we might be able to grab the purples with Janemba and activate the passive. Let's do this. Yeah, I think if we do this, we'll be able to grab that. Okay, so I'm going to activate the supernova here, and we'll then grab Janemba's passive, and then we'll see if maybe if Cooler gets supered here, we can live. Actually, hold on. We have the... No. Hold on. We still have the Whis active, right? The double Whis, because we one turn the last phase. So we're fine here, because we have a double Whis active. Okay, you know what? I'm not going to use the supernova, actually. I'm going to save it. Let's do this. And then with Janemba, let's go ahead and do this. Get the passive active here. The extra support. Wow. The supernova would have nullified this. It doesn't matter again, because we have 80% damage reduction from the Whis active, so this is not going to do anything. I mean, it wouldn't have done anything to him anyway, but whatever. All right, so let's see what Cooler does here with the support from Janemba. This is the friend, so he's 90%. 12 million, okay. All right, there's an additional for basically 8 million. Nice crit. Another additional, okay. So things are going pretty well here. No crit there. No crit there. I'm pretty sure this guy, for whatever reason, gave him more additional than crit for whatever Whatever the thought process was behind that. Okay. Well, if we didn't have the Whis Activeer, we definitely would be dead here, but it's fine. Okay. So next turn, we're going to have Golden Frieza on rotation. Janemba, I believe, has his full passive. Yeah, because he double supered last turn, so he has all 3 attacks that he needed. I'm going to do this. I guess we might as well just use this, right? All right, let's do this. Just get in as much damage as we can. I am gonna save these actually for, do I save those? Yeah, I'm gonna save those. I don't really care about him supering here. Honestly, you can use like this rage mode as like a way to set up the orbs for the next turn. That's an interesting concept. Like not even caring about you actually doing damage, just using the rage mode to like clear a lot of the like annoying orbs out of the way. All right, so doing like basically non-factor damage here. I mean, he can additional too. I think I gave him mostly additional. That's whatever. Okay, so Janemba has 376k. Remember, he can nullify the Broly attack. I'm gonna go ahead and use Cooler's Supernova here because I think we either win or lose next turn anyway. Wow, that's a lot of damage. Okay. I think something they could do that would be cool as like a quality of life update is to tell you whether or not you nullified a super attack. And that would be just a cool thing to know. All right. I don't really care. Do I really care about Janemba getting this? I guess it would be better if he did. Sure. We could do this. And then do we get the Dokkan attack next turn? We might. All right, anyway, let's see how this plays out. There's the nullification. There's a super. He did not nullify this, so we're going to eat this to the face. What is this, like 200k? That's pretty annoying, because we could have nullified that. It's basically at a 7 million attack stat here. All right, Cooler. I think if we get like uber mega lucky, Cooler could actually kill from this range, but we have to get like ridiculously lucky, I think. And then we still have the Supernova next turn, I think. So I think we just win. Unless he supers again right here. Can you imagine? Okay, no crit. Okay, so we're not going to kill him. He's not even supering at all, actually. Okay, there's one. We can super one more time, I think. Right, give me a crit. Okay. Still double digits, okay. Yeah, we're fine, because we have the Supernova next turn. If the Supernova next turn, I think, crits, did we just kill? Is he going to super again? No. No, okay, he didn't. Oh my god, are you kidding me? God damn it. You know why this is bad? I mean, I don't think it matters that much, but the reason why that's annoying is because I think if Turles was giving us the support, Cooler could kill Broly from this range with a crit active, but now I don't know if he can anymore. Let's just try anyway. Okay, he didn't crit anyway, but it's fine. All right, I think we still win unless we get really, really unlucky with Cooler. Actually, we get the Dokkan attack here. Here's an interesting scenario. We could do this, grab this, and I think this guarantees the Dokkan attack, because when we could grab the yellows and then the blue, I think should drop. But if that first attack from Broly is a super, obviously we lose. So I think it's better to do this. Do that. I'm gonna laugh if that first attack is a super. Oh no, we nullified it. I'm so stupid. No, we nullified it. I don't. I think we still kill him here. We have to get so unlucky to not kill him here with Cooler. But damn, I completely blanked that was nullified, because we could have just gotten the Dokkan attack there and won. But whatever. Okay, we won. That was a pretty easy run, I have to be honest. We killed him before the Dokkan attack. And keep in mind, there is really nobody else on this team that's doing any damage. Really nobody else on this team is doing damage at all. It's literally just being carried by Cooler, and then the other like 6 characters besides Turles are just like turtle characters. So literally Cooler is doing enough damage to carry the entire team to kill Broly before he does before a single Dokkan attack is triggered. That turn that we had against the AoE phase, like, dude, you realize how ridiculous that turn was? We had over a 40 million attack stat versus that Broly phase. That's ridiculous. I really like this Cooler. I actually was really impressed by the fact that he actually lived versus the full power Frieza super attack as well, because he's doing like 1.4 million damage plus the attack stacks he's getting from the final form, the AGL final form phase. He did like 3 super attacks there, so the fact that he lived was pretty impressive. But I really think this Cooler is really, really good. Like, ridiculously good. Also very fun to use. I like units that do take a little bit of luck to have a good showing with. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know down below what you guys think of this Cooler, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.